Is it on me? Can you see me? Can you see my arm?
Back up a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got our 2 cones. This is going to get nailed into the ground with landscaping stuff, landscaping nails, and you're going to do rye and loop. Rye, drop the cookie at the base. Loop, drop the cookie at the base. Collection and pumping is a fist. A straight arm and a straight hand is take the natural line that you see. Is that all we did?
Got it.
Yep. Oh, and then back up when you will use the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. Back up 1 step at a time. Don't do this. Just 1 step.
Okay.
That way you'll keep the reward happening there because you'll be easy to throw.
Yep.
So the longer you stay here and teach this, you'll be able to back up because the dog will expect the reward at the cone. Don't throw the cookie past it. Throw it on this side when they're wrapping here. If my dog was wrapping from a backside one, which we'll talk about in a different lesson, you still throw it here. Okay? So it's always on this side of the cone, the takeoff side of the cone. But this now more looks like a jump, right? Okay. And then we'll get rid of that oval and him coming back to you in that oval.
Do we care about speed?
His speed was adequate. As he gets rewarded at the cone, he will become faster. He was actually better with his speed on the right than going right than the left. Yeah, this one was better than that one. That one he was slow and distracted, but once he got a few, he got a little faster. But then this one was fast from the beginning.
Okay.
So he
didn't have so much to look at.
Yeah, he was getting used to the new area. There's sheep poop up here. Both speeds were adequate on both once he got moving. So the other thing you needed to practice was a side cue. So if he's, out here, it's side, come side, so you have to say something. Otherwise, heel is the default. And the other thing I taught Tubi was, if she comes into heel, I just put my arm behind me, and I say side. So I pull her behind. She's over here. I use a cookie and I say side and pull her to the side. So it's like a blind cross standing still.
Which is something I can use for that turn and rally.
Yeah.
Where I turn this way and he's supposed to go this way.
Yeah, I actually for that, yeah, keep him.
Stop.
Honey, move on with him. Move on with him.
Do you want me to put him on the patio?
No, I want you to put him in the crate in the house.
Okay.
I've got a 2-hour lesson after him, after this.
Good boy.
So that is 2 about turns, and it's the Schutzen about turns. So it would be cookie here, go around, 1, 2, go around.
Okay, show me that again.
Okay.
Cookie where?
I'm turning to my left instead of right.
Yep.
So you walk up, go around, cookie, 1, 2, go around. You can take up to 3, but I do it in 2 so you're well within. And count your steps out loud. That way the judge can't think you cheated. Because that's where they'll mark things because they didn't see it. Okay, so it's go around, 1, 2, go around.
Okay, do you change, when you go with the cookie, do you change hands then?
No, it's always in my right hand and it pulls them across and around.
Okay, so did they get it here?
When I turn, get around, they get it at my left hip when they get there.
Okay.
So then they're on this left side. 1, 2. Cookie, get around. Get it on the left hip.
Okay.
And then they'll just start to follow your hand signal. But, and I say get around because it's kind of like an around finish, right? I say get around when I want them to come up on my left side from a front. So get around is my cue for that.
All right.
Because they're basically crossing my butt. So that's how I teach it. You can teach it any way you want, but that's how I do it.
Good.
Okay, so that takes
Because you got the leash in
tone.
your left hand, it's like, for novice. So to try to change the treat and the leash and all that was hard.
Yeah, not only that, is if it's in the left hand, then they don't want to go around. So that's one of the few times I feed with the offhand. I always am yelling at everybody, even on the agility field, feed with the hand to the side of the dog. that's one of the few exercises because they have to cross your path.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That answers 3 questions.
Exactly. Yay, Raleigh. So you're going to be in Raleigh and Brooksville.
Nope, but I'm
No?
taking Raleigh class,
Oh, you're taking
Which
a
is-
Raleigh class.
which
Okay.
is being really good for him because we got 5 other dogs,
Oh, yeah.
and his attention
Oh,
in a
yeah.
class, we've not had much of that.
Right.
So the class is, for now is going to be really good for him.
Very good.
And I'll just continue the class until he's settled when he goes in and
Right,
ready to
until
work.
you've got all your attention like you do for when you practice alone. Yes, good job. Okay, so that's great. And who is teaching the class?
Jeanette Rogers.
Okay, I don't know.
She's going to become a judge, I guess, but
Okay, well, good.
she got Goonie dogs, boxers.
Okay, and you're using your armband.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Anything else that would help with Raleigh? A target stick, but you wouldn't use it as the dog touching the target. I would use it to keep him in. So I used a riding crop with my first couple of border collies because it's about that long and it has a handle on it. I can leave it on my arm. So I might be here and it would be kind of pushed out this direction. But if I needed my dog to keep their butt in on a left or cross over on the left, I would just bring it out here and touch their left hip and get them to pivot. So there's a lot of left U-turns and weird things in Raleigh.
Where they have to stay on your left.
Yeah, they have to stay on your left, but they have to stay in heel position on your left. So in order to make that kind of more perfect than everybody else, because no one else is going to worry about it, I would practice like walking up to a cone and doing left, 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 and have them cross their rear legs over in the back. I can get Tubi and show you if you want, but I think he'll naturally do it because he's pretty coordinated. I'm just going to move this to a different trip.
Ready? Oh, we got to put a hot dog on there. You got a hot dog? Yeah. No, it's not my hand. It's up here. Get set.
Yes, good.
So moving.
Yeah, that. Okay, but you stepped around him. Stand in front of the camera and do it again. Go up there. Go up there and do it again.
Go forward.
Yeah, now turn around. Okay, so you kind of stepped around him. I want you to stand, walk up here and stand in one place and pivot your feet. Okay. Stop, pivot your feet. Okay, you still walked around. Good. And he pivots really nice, but you're still walking around it because you're used to doing it. So, let me show you the difference with him. Give me a cookie because I don't have an armband. Okay. Come here, big guy. Come here, big guy. Watch, watch. See how my feet didn't walk around him? This is what you did. He still pivots nice, but mine's tighter, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So footwork is the same as
Yeah.
about turn and obedience.
It's left, so no. Yeah, yes, but it's the opposite of that. Yes, it's more like a pivot to a left glove, but you complete the turn. Okay. Yeah, but you complete a 180. So do your pivot to your glove. Yes, there you go. You stepped out of camera range, though. I think you might want to do that. Okay. Yep. So. Yes. Yep. And then that's a true pivot. And that left turn is much tighter than someone else's. And because it's heel work, you can get your feet to do it kind of automatically. So it moves really smoothly in a trial, and you'll look better than the person who moved around their dog, and it takes less time.
Right.
Because you're not stepping onto a new line. And a lot of times what happens in Raleigh is, this sign comes up, and you have to do that turn, but you need to be on the same line to come back and get this sign. So if you're over here, now you might miss the sign. Most of my Raleigh problems have been I misread a sign or I missed the sign altogether. That's how I've never really failed, but it's 10 points. So you don't want to miss a sign by being off the track.
Okay, so if you walk around
that the
him,
judge intended.
If you walk around him, then you could be
Off the track. Yeah.
okay. So circle right, circle left.
Same thing.
Do you really have to circle, or can I just pivot and have him go
I
around?
just pivot in one place. I've never circled ever, and I have master titles on multiple
Because she's
dogs.
teaching.
A circle?
Yeah.
Okay, so
And I rather
in
just-
class, just make it a little bigger circle. But it does not need to be a circle. You're faster if you don't, and I've never been marked off for it. The dog is making a circle around me. Yeah. And you still did a lot of steps there.
Here we go.
Okay, you're taking a step in between, Angela. Get back in the camera frame over here. And
Right. Ready?
tell him to heel. Tell him whatever the cue is.
Heel. Come on, get set.
Heel. Because get set is
set.
your heel cue.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so watch. You're doing, taking a step in between.
Okay.
What I want you to do is do,
Okay.
if she really wants a circle, I would do this. Heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe, until you're headed the opposite direction. Or if that was a 180, it's a 360 then. Okay. No steps, no steps, no steps. Keep your feet together, heel to toe. No, that was a 180. So, yeah, you're doing exactly what I did, but just take it one step further.
So it's just
Yes. You got it.
before. See, I was doing that in class, and she said, I said, it's legal.
Well, don't argue with the person who's going to be the judge, right? First of all, but second of
Sure.
all, do what you want in the trial because she's wrong. Okay, I've gotten
Yeah.
multiple master titles with
Yeah.
it, and she's wrong. But how they
I mean, I would
interpret
think
it
it
is
looks
how they're
cleaner.
going to grade it. So when you show under her, do what she wants, right?
Okay, yeah,
Because she's probably going to judge at your club.
good boy. Okay, other thing I want to do gloves.
Gloves, okay?
Gloves are. He's getting it, but you might have some suggestions.
What is the problem?
The heel, the turn, and marking.
Okay, then we
So
should
I've
not
gone back to just marking.
stop. Okay, we will not use gloves if that's the problem. If he is still not marking, you need to go back to plates. You are rushing the process.
Okay.
Go back to gloves. Go back to plates.
Okay.
If he can't mark plates, he can't mark gloves. If you can't make the turn, he probably can't mark at all. So let's work on you first. Put the gloves and the dog away.
Okay.
Then let's work on you. Then let's work on plates.
Okay.
Okay?
Come on, bud. Three steps.
Yes.
What about the flexing?
He's going to be put up for the first part, but we might need that for the second. If you want to know the truth, I only used a flexi with Tubi about 2 times. Because I used plates for so long, I never needed to use a flexi.
Can I have it?
Yeah, you can go ahead and put the plates out. That way you'll have a target to look at when you turn. Okay, so pick your worst one. Questionable footwork. Okay, so what I would do is we have to give a pre-cue to the dog that we're moving, and I say back when I move my foot. So my hand is in heel position, back, spin on the heel, and I look on my left heel, pivot, and stop at the place.
So back.
Back, spin, bring up. Now you pivot, and your dog 3 steps.
Okay, so say back here. Back.
Nope, keep touching, just like a T, like an about turn. Touch. Spin, bring up. Yes. not so close that you're gonna wobble. You gotta leave a little bit of
Back.
room. Yep. Spin, when you bring this foot up, if you bring it all the way, you might wobble when the dog comes back, so give yourself a little bit of room. A normal stand, under the
Back.
hip. Yes. And remember, as you turn, you're looking over your shoulder to locate that plate so you know where your toes going to stop. Feet will separate. Okay. Touch just like in about turn. Back. 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 Probably you've been looking at your dog, which is why you would have trouble, right? So look at the plate and your dog will look at you and then look at the plate. That's the other problem that happens in it. So for the camera, look at the plate or the glove when you turn. So the dog will look at you and then look at the plate or the glove. So back. Yes. Perfect. And the other ones come more natural because they're normal about turn.
Right.
Right. So that's why you're having trouble with this one. Okay, show me your about turn for 2. And step over here more so you're in the middle because otherwise you're going to over pivot. One more step. Yes. Nope, nope. So make it your about footwork turn. It's the opposite way. Nope. That's not an about turn footwork ever, that I think. You're going that way, but your left foot moves first into a T. Yes. 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 There you go. Yeah. And it's the same for 1, but it's just a shorter turn. Yeah. That's your
So
about
hopefully
turn.
that's in the camera.
It is.
Okay. So it's just an opposite.
Yeah. And then my cue is just heel because it's the same as
Yeah, mine too.
my cue is heel or close because that's what the dog is doing, is staying on the left side.
Okay, so same as 1, just don't pivot.
Right. And you just make sure your feet are always touching in the turn because that keeps your feet underneath your hips and that keeps it a pivot rather than a stepping out. The most frequent problem, and people aren't marked for it in Utility A, is they do what they do in Rally, right? They walk around, and then when they get to Utility B, they start getting marked off for it, and they're like, what? You know, but the judges were being kind.
Okay, so tight.
Yes. Yep, and your left foot heel never came off the ground, so you're in a pivot. When one foot doesn't move anywhere except to swirl around, then you're in a pivot. And that's what you need for Rally too. Because there's going to be pivots, and there's going to be pivots with a step, pivots where the dog waits, pivots where the dog comes with you once you get to higher level. Those mix people up terribly. So if you already know this footwork, it'll help you.
Okay. Alright, so we zoom out and put food on one
Yep.
of them?
And don't even use the flexor because the chances are if he runs to the wrong one, he's not getting a cookie anyway. I'm just going to go guard the plate that he's not allowed to go to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dog.
Yep. Ready, Flash? Ready, Flash? I heard you.
Here, such a man. Here. Here, buddy, come on, come on, come on. Get set.
Just make sure you're in the middle in front of that white plate.
Okay, get set. Get set. Good.
Okay, it's glove 1.
Ready? Watch. Watch me. Good. I didn't say heel, did I?
Give him a reward from your armband. From your armband. From your armband.
I didn't say heel.
Well, he did the right thing. Good boy for covering for you. Well, don't do it over. He did it right.
Come here.
Angela.
Come here, Flash. Flash. Flash, come. Good boy. Good boy, Tom.
Reload your armband if you didn't.
It's it. It is.
Okay.
Been pretty good at that. So leave him set at it. Point it at it. Flash, get up. Good. Take it. Come. He acted like he didn't get anything there.
He did.
Come here, Flash.
No.
Flash, come. Hey.
Grab him by the collar. Come, come, come. What are you doing?
Come. What do you think you're doing? Huh?
Don't let him put his feet on you when you do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to do one again, but I don't want him to see me put it down. Tell him to sit.
Sit. Good boy. Watch.
All right. So now pivot to one. Watch your footwork. Feet together. Feet are touching. Don't look at him. Look at the damn glove.
Flash, watch.
Plate.
Heel.
Look at the plate. Feed him. Mark and send.
Get it. Flash.
Come.
Come.
Sit. Feed. Good. Okay, have a little poodle party there.
Here. Tired? Get it. Give it back.
Okay, set up again. We're going to do number 2.
Yeah, now you're funky, huh? Come here. Hey.
No.
Come.
Come. Pull it.
Come.
Come. Collar. Do not let him put his feet on you. Do not let him put his feet on you.
Come.
Come. Get your feet off of
down.
it.
Get your feet down.
That's a dominant play. I want you to get him to stop that crap.
That's it.
Hold on a minute. And I want you to push your place all the way to the fence.
Okay?
And the reason for that is he has to go further than he goes for a glove. So let's make him work a little harder.
Okay.
All right?
Well.
Number 2.
Flash heel.
Good. Beat every single pivot.
Flash.
No.
Flash.
Come.
Come. Good stuff. Should I pivot him again?
Look at the glove.
Should I pivot him again?
No.
Get it.
Come.
Flash, come.
Good. Reward. Now he didn't run right to it, so we're going to repeat that one. Just get in heel position with him and then pivot
Flash
from
it.
there. You never repeat the pivot if that wasn't the problem.
All right. Flash heel. Oh, one,
Yep.
two. Wrong. Not wrong. You're better. Your mistake, buddy.
You
Mine.
look at the plate when you
Good
pivot.
boy.
Don't look at the dog.
Okay.
Tap your armband. Tell him to get set. Watch
Get
me.
set. Watch.
Pivot.
Flash heel.
Look at the cart. Yes. Feed.
Take it. Flash, come.
Good.
Good boy. You get down to the plate, I can't even tell he picks up the cookie. Come on. Get it fast.
You're going to do number 2 again.
Flash this up. Good. You watch. Watch.
Look at the plate when you pivot.
You watch. Flash heel.
Look at the plate when you pivot. Feed your dog. Wait till he's done chewing for a second. Mark.
Yes.
Why are you saying his name? You can't do that.
Because he's looking there and then he was looking there.
I don't give a shit. You
Just
can't
say
do
mark.
that. Knock him in the head or something, but don't do that.
Okay.
Mark and send.
Get it. Left
Good.
up.
Good job. No more saying his name when he gets off track.
Alright.
You grab his collar, grab his hair on the top of his head or something.
Okay. Flash, get set. Come on. Get set. Let's go. Let's go. I know you're getting tired. Come on.
This plate's going to be a little under the chair, so he's got to work for it.
Get set. Good. Good boy. Watch. Good watch.
Remember, back with your foot. Eyes on the plate.
Stop.
No, no, come. Go get him. Go, stop, move, move. Come.
Come.
It's not his fault that he went to the wrong thing. It was yours. But you can't stop and stand there and let him flounder. If he goes to the wrong thing, you have to stop him immediately. Okay, so move your feet. So, think about this. You gave a wrong driving direction there. But he went off the road. You got to grab the steering wheel. Okay? It's fast. It has to be fast. Okay? If you don't react fast, he's a poodle. He's going to start doing his own thing. All right. So when you pivot, he wasn't sitting. So you pivoted. He wasn't sitting, and then he ran because you started to mark. So you have to sit. Make sure he's sitting.
You know what the problem is?
If I didn't say feed him, he's not sitting. Okay? You can't see him sitting.
Right.
You need a mirror. Can you see him in the mirrors at school? Okay, then you've done it. He's there. So at home, set it to mirror. So you might need a corner mirror. This is the only one he didn't sit on. I think it's because his footwork is different.
Footwork was different and I wasn't looking at him.
Yes. So you've got to teach him. You're not going to look at him. You're looking at where he's going next. He's got to sit.
Can I hold his collar as he gets back?
He doesn't need to.
No.
He knew what he was doing up until the point where you threw your arm out in the middle of nowhere, and then he didn't know where he was marking. Okay, start again.
Hush you. Good boy.
He did what he did
Good
because
boy.
of you, but you didn't wait for a sit. So I'll
But-
tell you to feed when he's sitting, all right? Stay back when you cross
Watch,
your
watch.
toes. Yes.
Back.
Feed. Where are your toes pointing? Yes.
Get it. Left down. Good boy. Good boy.
Okay, his fronts are awesome. Whatever you've been doing with that, keep doing. I hope
Lock the
it's
box.
The box,
Lock the
perfect.
box.
It's working, it's working, it's working.
How do you step this? Front. Front.
Actually better.
Front.
He's not all humped up in the back.
Front.
He is actually moving better. He's not all humped up. So, knowing that, the box is working beautifully.
I've done a lot of balances.
Yeah, and oh, good. Okay, you're strengthening his core. That's helping
Yeah,
his
because
back.
if you see me stand for he's always like put on a lot of weight.
He has,
and
yes.
muscle.
Yeah, and he's a little humped right now because you just lifted him up from the belly. Yeah. Next time, pick him up in his stand from the rear. Come here, flash. Sit. Good. Flash. Stand. Stand. Good. So he'll get a flatter back when you do that. Hey, hey. Stop sniffing. Now that one is the back, okay? And then I change it, and this one is the about turn, okay? And then the next time, this one's glove one. Yeah, I just got the angle. You understand?
How far? Because you're working in your little room, right?
Yeah, they're
So
nine,
plates aren't very
8 or
far
9
apart.
feet apart.
So you need a long distance from the cattle.
Well, they're not. I'm not even that far from them. I'm like 6 feet from them. So I'm only 2 feet from the wall, and they're on the wall around the mirror. But I can see when I turn if my dog stops by looking in the mirror. So I do glove 2 and 3, and then I can do glove 2 and 1 or 1 and 2.
I got double mirror doors in the bedroom.
Oh yeah, you should be able to do it with that.
So
They're bifold.
So if I back up into back the doors like right line with it, so if I back up with them in the doorway, then I'll be a little further away.
Yeah.
And then do the pivot there. So let's make sure the camera's on. Hey, flash!
No, come. You need a real strong come with him. So he'll listen.
You're frosty?
He did that last time, so make sure you don't let it happen again. I'm sure we started it, didn't we?
Yeah.
God, please. I never stopped it is the thing.
Yeah.
It's all run in with the cone lesson that we missed.
That's all right. I can put it in YouTube.
Okay.
Okay, so flash down.
Now, I would not trust him because he's probably going to get out and move around with his dog, so you're going to need to keep an eye on him. Or put a leash on him.
Okay, so mirrors out there.
Like not even far, like right,
You're 6 feet.
right here. Yeah.
Okay, and your plates are.
Mirrors, yeah, and then 6 or 8 feet apart, the gloves. And you're just going to make it the angle that you want to. It's an about turn. You're going to start facing that way and about turn to that plate.
Okay, so if it's.
If that one's the about turn one, you need to be facing away from it, completely with your back to it. That makes it an about turn.
Okay,
That's glove 2. Okay. Now, adjust for glove 1.
that would be.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And now this would be glove 1 over here. And note, that's an about turn. That's glove 2. That's making it glove 2. Right, note.
Just straight?
Right, yes. Now this one is glove 1. Yeah, partial turn, right? And you practice looking at the mirror and the plate, and you'll see if he's sitting or not.
Okay, because.
Yeah.
So. Straight.
Here, let me get the plate so we're practicing properly. Hold on. Let's do it in front of the camera, Angela.
Yep.
Did you turn it off?
No.
Okay.
Good boy. That's good boy. So let's
So your camera is where you're going to be kind of standing. Oh no, let's do it this way. You're going to stand right here, and I'm going to be
up there.
Yeah, you're going to stand right there. No, back up. Back up. Okay, right there. Now, I'm the mirror, and the plates are out here, about 5 or 6 feet apart.
Okay.
So if you want to make this one glove 2, you need to have your back to it.
Like this.
No, you're not quite exactly back. Yes. Okay. Now, turn to your right and do your about turn with your footwork. Yes. Glove 2. Now, to make this one the angle for glove 1, you need to just kind of figure, no, because that's back, that's making it glove 2 again.
Be over
you need
here.
to turn a little bit to your right. Yes. Maybe a little bit more. A little bit more. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now turn to glove 1. Yes. And you're going to keep your...
That's kind of odd. That's because glove 1. If I were doing glove 1 in the.
You can't think of this as a ring. You just have to get approximate angles correct.
That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah.
So
like this.
Okay, so no, because that's making it like almost an about turn, which is 2.
Two.
Do it like you're doing an about turn to that one. Okay, now
two.
pivot to number 1. Okay, so that should be close enough to give you a number 1 practice.
Okay, so just gonna put, and then I would do the same for glove 2, but I would go all the way around.
Yes, correct. And then if you're going to do 2 and 3, then you're going to put your back to this one and stand a little bit to the right. Yes. Now that would be glove 2 would be turning to your right. Look at the glove and just your glove. Yep. And now pivot back, and now go to number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lose your balance.
So back.
Right. Good.
Okay. I need to do that without the dog 100 times so that I'm looking at the plate
Yes, you do.
and not the dog.
Yes, you do. That's the plan. It's just like heel work I practiced at the grocery store when I used to go to grocery stores. That's been
Okay.
here, huh?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
that should just about do it, but let's just charge half because we started at 15 minutes late at least.
Do you have any change? Or I can just pay up for the next one.
Do you do
$700
Zelle?
bill.
Do you do Zelle or PayPal?
PayPal.
You can do PayPal. Just do it as a friend so I don't have extra taken out.
How do I do that?
Um,
Can you just text me how I do that?
well, I don't
I
know.
just go to PayPal and
You go to
then
PayPal and you say send money. I think it says send money. And then it'll ask you is it a business or a friend transaction or family transaction? It's your
friend.
family, yeah.
and then you just put the amount in.
Otherwise it
Put
takes
your,
like 3% out.
you put your email in.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's
Yeah, or my phone number.
I think I did a long time ago, but I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Because I have $100 bill, but I could pay you it now and then be up next time.
No, that's okay.
When are we doing it again?
Boy,
I
you've been
got
a very good boy.
I'll text
sitting
you
there.
on that because I haven't laid it out because we're in the middle of, we've got 2 houses we're looking at and yeah, so things are kind of crazy right now. I know.
I
I know.
don't even want to hear about it.
I know.
Don't want to hear about it.
I know.
All right, thank you. I got a lot from this one to work on.
Yeah, and a lot of it'll help you with what you're doing with your rally too. So